Hi there, you're watching the Gardens and Graveyards channel. My name is Charisma and today we are meeting in the studio and we're going to start some seeds. So I have 3 different methods of seed starting that I want to do today. So you're going to see this same outfit, but I'm going to break it up into 3 different videos so that each method is easily searchable for me and for you. And I just find that it's just easier to when I'm searching on YouTube for a specific thing, it's so much easier to find when the titles aren't convoluted and the creators aren't doing a whole bunch of things in one video. Plus, you guys are so wonderful and you watch my super long videos, but I know the time is of the essence and we don't have time to watch hour-and-a-half long videos all the time. So by breaking it up into 3 different videos, the videos themselves will be short. Yeah, so, but, you know, I'll be wearing this. So, in case you're wondering, geez, is that your favorite outfit? Do you wear anything else? So the first video I'm gonna do is we're gonna pop these off to the side. I'll give you a little caveat if you haven't watched, or this is gonna be the first video, but in the future we're going to do a seed starting on the windowsill with no extra lighting. Today we're going to start poppy seeds in a new reusable pop-out seeding tray, and then which I'm going to put in the greenhouse, and then we're going to do winter sowing in milk jugs. So watch for those. They'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks. I'll probably be doling out my seed starting videos on Fridays over the next month. So we're going to set these off to the side. We're going to start with this one because it is 2 different seeds, but it's they're both poppies, 2 different poppy seeds. So this is by Burpee. It's a Super Seed 36 pop out reusable cell tray. And just finding this like really interesting. Not that you can't reuse, you know, the plastic trays, but I'm just curious about this method. It's like those ice cube trays. Do you guys use those? Where, you know, after the plant's all ready to come out and the cells are so tiny, trying to pull the plants out can, you know, cause damage to the roots or the stem because they're so delicate at this stage. You could just pop them out like this, and then they're, you know, the soil pops out like the ice cubes do. And there's drainage holes, all that good stuff. Can you use this? Not really. I suppose this could be used as a greenhouse temporarily to create a little bit of heat until they germinate, and then of course it would be a water catchment system, which I may or may not use in the greenhouse itself, but that's fine. Okay, so then the 2 poppy seeds that I'm going to be sowing today is the Champagne Bubbles White. This is from Floret. She no longer sells poppy seeds. This is a variety that she's discontinued. This is an Iceland poppy, and it gets just big, huge, beautiful white flowers. And then this is the California open pollinated poppy seed, which I've tried growing so many different ways. I'm going to try growing this in the winter sowing method as well as in the trays. I've never tried them in trays yet. I have tried winter sowing. I've tried direct sowing. I've bought them and put them in the ground and they didn't take. My husband absolutely adores these California poppies. They grow wild all over the sides of the roads here. I can't get them to grow, so I'm just gonna try growing them again. These are from Strictly Medicinal Seeds, and they're out of Williams, Oregon. This is fairly local to me. Florette is in Washington, also pretty close to me. Just a quick plug-in, Florette has an amazing YouTube channel. She's on the Magnolia Network. She is a braider, and she's transitioned her farm over into only doing, let's see, zinnias, dahlias, and celosia at this time, which I have some new plants or new seeds coming from her with her new packaging. So excited. So you'll see that in a future video as well. Okay. These have been in my refrigerator these ones have been in my refrigerator for about 6 weeks, and these ones went in on the 1st of December, or the 1st of January, so 8 weeks-ish. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is mix up our seed starting mix. So I just have the seed starting mix from Weimar, the sealed package, and so it's all sterile. Okay, there's this, and I was just noticing on the back of this, there's a little seed plantogram, which is kind of fun. If you were planting multiple varieties, they've labeled the cells so that you could just say what they are instead of putting little tags in all of them. But I'm just going to split the thing in half and do one side one poppy and one side the other poppy. So I don't need to worry about that, but that's kind of a fun feature. So, okay, seedling mix. I don't do anything special to my seedling mix except to pre-moisten it if necessary. And what I'm looking for is that the soil forms a little ball and stays formed. It doesn't break apart very easily. That's just fine. So we're gonna go ahead and fill these seed trays up with soil. Right, then we're just gonna do that, make sure that there's no sunken pieces, get rid of this extra soil, and we're ready to plant. Okay. All right, so that is it for getting these prepared. Let's see what this says. Sow in fall, early spring, scattering seed on disturbed soil or in the gravel driveway. Never works. Okay. Okay, does it actually tell me in either one of these packages how deep to plant them? So, they are really tiny, and I know that they self-seed, so they would just drop on to the soil and germinate. These are considered a hardy perennial because they are supposed to overwinter in my area. Let's see, this one says, let's have a zone on it. This one says zone 5 to 9. So, but what it does say is that it might be an annual in an area that gets really high heat, which I don't get high heat, so. Anyhow, I'm just going to surface sow these, and put some vermiculite on him and then give it a little bit of water. So they are so tiny. There's not a whole lot in here, so I'm just gonna sparingly put them in these seed cells. What did I put in there? Okay. So then I will do the California poppies on the other side. They're a little bit bigger. Scatter the seed on the surface. So I'm guessing that it is just surface sown. I'm being quite generous with each one of these cells. Okay. I'll save the rest of these for the winter sowing project. I just know that if I get them to grow and they go to seed, they'll take over my garden. I just can't get them to go. All right, so then I'm gonna put a little vermiculite. I like using vermiculite on top of all my seedlings to help retain moisture and to prevent any fungal diseases or fungal gnats. Really helps. Especially my house tends to be quite damp. And of course our garden is quite damp, so as well as the greenhouse, because we were just so rainy here. So there we go. Water them in, just using this little seedling water deal. Just making sure that all the seeds have direct contact with the moist soil so they can begin to germinate. Okay, then I'll go ahead and label them. Oh, I have extra labels here. This one is California poppy. And date. This one is Iceland poppy. Champagne bubbles. And date. 2/11. All right, and that's gonna do it. We're gonna put this out into the greenhouse and just keep it moist out there, and hopefully they'll be good to go. I don't know the germination. I don't know how quickly they germinate. We'll just have to find that out, I guess. is our first seeds that are going into the greenhouse to get started. So really, really excited that our very, very first seeds for this greenhouse is in here, and I'm really looking forward to adding more. I was going to put the bottom thing on top to give it a little bit of extra protection. Then I realized that poppies need light to germinate, and this is kind of a dark, smoky, opaque color. So, and I'm standing in here, it's significantly warmer than outside, and the sun has gone down. It's later in the evening now, so I think that once the door's closed and everything, it'll be more than fine in here, and it'll be easy to water without having something on top of it. Anyways, now I really need to get more seeds in here, so I'm motivated to come out here every day and check on them because, you know, just 2 seeds, I might get lazy and not come in. So I'll try not to do that because I really want them to grow, especially the very first seeds for the greenhouse. Want that to be a success. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Thanks for coming along with me. Make sure you're liked and subscribed so you can see all the other ways that I am sowing seeds this season. And I hope that you're celebrating your life, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.